Hello everyone and welcome to episode 8 of StoneBlocks. So, if you remember, we set up this farm last episode and it's working super fast. Unfortunately, it's still not fast enough because in order to make a flux singularity, we're going to need 25,000 of these blocks and we only have just below 4,000. So, this is not enough. But we have a bunch of other things to do, so I think what we should do is to focus on them, and if this thing is still not ready, then we can switch back to this and see what we can do. So we are going to need a bunch of other stuff in order to complete the pack. One of them is night slime ingot in order to make the transmutation table, and if I'm not mistaken, there should be this one, yes. So we're going to need HDPE sheet from Mechanism as well as Gaia spirit ingots from Botania, which we don't have. So I think we should do what we should do is that first of all we should get into Mechanism, make the HDPE, and then move back to Botania and fight the Guardian of Gaia. So I'll be right back. Oh, and by the way, we have almost all the ingredients we're going to need to make one Infinity Catalyst. We are only waiting for the Flux Singularity as well as the Ultimate Steel, which I haven't crafted yet. But other than that, all the other singularities are ready. They took like 10 minutes each maximum, so it was fairly easy. And since I have space issues, I think what we should do is to remove all of these things and put the HDPE setup here. I don't have enough space, so yeah. Now that everything has been cleaned up, let's see how to make HDPE. So the sheet comes from HDPE pellets. We need to make these pellets. They come from a pressurized reaction chamber or PRC by mixing liquid ethylene and oxygen and substrate. How do we make liquid ethylene? We make it inside a rotary condensator from ethylene. This is a gas. How do we make this? From another PRC by mixing hydrogen, water and biofuel. We also get substrate and ethylene as a byproduct. This is the best source of fuel in my personal opinion. If you put it inside a gas burning generator, it will produce 4,500 RF per tick. Yeah, this is the best. So I always made this setup in order to generate RF and not to make HDPE. HDPE was for me always a byproduct, not the actual result that I wanted. So where's my room? Up here. Let me make some stuff and I'll be right back. Alright guys, it's time to set it up. So I have already prepared everything that we're going to need and all of them are fully upgraded so that they don't make noises while we're setting them up. And they will work at maximum speed. So we're going to need one source of water. You don't need to make an infinite water source, just one source is enough. Then you put the pump and we provide it with power with our Draconic energy crystals. Then we're going to need an ultimate mechanical pipe. So to transfer this water into an electrolytic separator. This will make us hydrogen and oxygen. It will make you double the hydrogen and half the oxygen because, you know, H2O. So yeah. I would recommend that you put these settings on dumping excess because if it's full of hydrogen, it will not make oxygen anymore. So if it dumps the excess hydrogen, it will continue making you oxygen. Just put both of these on dumping excess. It would be a nice idea. The next thing that we're going to need is a crushing factory in order to make the biofuel. So I hooked it up to an energy condenser and we are going to make a lot of potatoes. You can make a garden cloche, but we have energy condensers and this is cheaper, I think. So everything will go inside this crusher if I configure it correctly and gets converted into biofuel. The next thing that we're going to need to do is to extract this biofuel and put it inside this PRC. So you need to configure these and the configuration is very difficult because you have a GUI for items, you have one for energy, one for fluids and one for gases. So you have to change it based on the type of item that you're going to insert or extract from it. So this thing has biofuel. We need to provide it with water with mechanical pipes and I think this should be okay. You see, this is not being connected right now, but if I come here, I go to fluids and I put it on extract, insert. Yep, this gets water. Now we need to provide it with hydrogen, and the hydrogen in the electrolytic separator is on the left hand side. Oh boy, so that's the worst thing about mechanism, you can never make them look nice. So this is pressurized tube in order to extract this one, and this is very beautiful and very neat. So we will configure gases from the top. This should make substrate and ethylene. Great, and it needs power. I had to move this one block forward because I didn't have enough space to extract the oxygen from there. So yeah, you're basically going to need all sides of this machine, so you have to plan it very wisely, and I was not very wise. So now we need to extract the ethylene from here. I think we go here and again to gases. Oh. Yep, there's ethylene inside. Then we put our rotary condensator, and of course you're wrong. Now you're fine. This makes us liquid ethylene. Good. And you need power. Now that we have liquid ethylene, we need to make the HDPE. So we need another PRC, and we just have to make a connection between the rotary condensator and the PRC using a fluid pipe. And it's not getting connected because this is not configured. So you should be getting ethylene? No? Why not? So the reason that was not working was that you have to wrench it. This has to be to pull, and this one will be push. So this will get ethylene. Good. Now we need to provide it with oxygen, and for that we're going to need pressurized tubes. These are gas pipes. So this side is for oxygen, and we do it... It's not going to look nice. We do it from the bottom, I guess. So you go here and get connected, and we put you to gases. Yep. So you have oxygen, you have ethylene, and the only thing you need is substrate, which we are inserting from the back, and this will be on input. Why did you stop? Oh, you need power. Yep, we're getting HDPE. This will also give you a little bit of oxygen, and you have to get rid of it somehow, because if this tank gets full, this whole process will stop. So what I normally do is that I'll just make a connection here, and this oxygen will go and enters this pipe. So it enters the entire system, and hopefully some of that will be extracted. If not, just make a tank, extract it manually. Alright guys, I did a few changes. So I put our energy condenser here, I hooked it up to an ender chest so that it's provided with emeralds, and we get consistent supply of potatoes. I also added 2 ultimate gas tanks to hold the excess oxygen from this one, because that wasn't working very good. Anyway, I also added another ender chest to get the HDPE. Oh, we got neutrons, that's good. And I hide everything behind this steel wall. Don't use chisel and bits to make covers, because Mechanism does not like chisels and bits. It will crash your game and life will not be very good. And it's laggy. Alright guys, it's also time to get back into Botania. We have a small challenge. I was expecting that we will get a lot of Black Lotus when we have our mob farm. I have a filtering system under here, and I was hoping that the loot bag opener will give me enough Black Lotus to start with Botania. Unfortunately, we don't have much. One of the problems is that this is set on epic loot bags, and if I switch it to uncommon loot bags, this should be much faster. But then we have a bottleneck here with the loot bag opener, because this has a cooldown. And also we can improve the loot bag drops by using mob grinding utilities. So I have to optimize this. This is not working very good. So I guess the first idea is to shut this thing down first. Ooh, that's an ugly spider. I hate spiders. Okay, so that went well. There's enough light, that's good. So I'll fix this and I'll be right back. I also thought that we already have everything from mob grinding utilities here, so I can just steal them from here. I forgot about those. Okay, we only need these, and I guess I should get rid of the vacuum hopper first, because then everything will be voided. Alright guys, I upgraded our mob farm. I'm using vector plates and grinders from mob grinding utilities instead of mob crushers from industrial foregoing. I thought this will be a very good setup because the grinders from mob grinding utilities take looting upgrade, and I thought we will get a lot of loot bags. Unfortunately, that's not the case. This is not going as fast as I want. We only have 15 black lotuses, which is not going to cut it. That's not even close enough. So I think the bottleneck is that we're not generating enough mobs in that small dark room. I'm using a drop of evil, so I'm guessing it's working at maximum speed, but that maximum speed is not going to cut it. So we need to spawn mobs. We cannot use a mob duplicator from industrial foregoing because we don't have essence. We're not producing essence anymore. I have 6,000 buckets and that's it. After that, I don't know what to do. So we can do something which is also a quest. We can make a mob spawner using Draconic evolution. I would have used soul shards, but that's not in the pack. So yeah. We need to spawn mobs using Draconic evolution, and I have not done that since 1.7, so I have to remember stuff. So apparently they made it much easier than 1.7. We just need to get an awakened core, or actually any core. Awakened core would be much better. And we need to get a mob soul. In order to get a mob soul, we're going to need a Reaper enchant for our Draconic sword, which we don't have yet, but I thought we should first start getting the Reaper enchant. I'm using golden swords because they have a higher chance of getting an upgrade, so I'll be doing this, and when I find it, I will bring you back. Oop, what? What? No. Finally, Reaper 4. We only need one. If we have Bibliocraft, do we have Oh god. We're going to need more of them, I guess. Another Reaper 4, so we can have a Reaper 5. We can just combine those two and life will be great. So a disenchanter from Draconic evolution, and we can extract Reaper. Yes, Reaper 4. I don't need knockback, and another Reaper 4. Great. So now I can combine them in an anvil. Yes, Reaper 5. We only need one, right? Yeah, I guess we need one. We don't have enough awakened draconium, and we need a lot in order to make the sword as well as an extra awakened core. Okay. We need a heart. Cool, we have a heart. This is charging fast. That's good. How much do you need? Okay. Our power system is good. Thank you. In between episodes, I was bored, so I thought I should make myself a small farming area. So a cow spawned here, molten redstone, and he gives you the stabilized redstone bucket. You're the solution to all of my problems. Okay. Well, I was hoping that the animal rancher from Industrial Foregoing will work the same way as the rancher from MFR and will continuously milk this fluid cow without taking into consideration the cooldown effect. It's not. So it took one bucket and now we have to wait 2 minutes. Doesn't make sense to have like 200 cows, so he's not going to solve anything. So I came to the nether and I want to pick up a spawner, and I thought this one should be, well, it's for Blaze, so who cares? Come on. Yeah, thank you. So I'm guessing we just have to right click and we have it. Yes, I just need one more. And one more. Alright guys, we have a black hole tank and we have 6500 buckets of essence, which I'm going to use in order to spawn blazes. And when we get blaze souls, we put them inside the stabilized mob spawner. So my job is to get souls. We did not get one, obviously. No souls. No soul. Maybe I just bring it back when I got one. Well, I had to kill a lot of blazes, but I have 2 blaze souls and we have 2 spawners. The thing is that although it seems that there is a blaze inside, but when you remove the spawner, the soul will be gone. So you need souls to respawn them again. So the new system works. At least we have a backlog of loot bags. So that's nice. We have 47 Black Lotus though, which is not much. Also, you don't need the mob souls, they spawn directly. I think the wiki was outdated because it said you're going to need the soul. So either I misread that or that was wrong. In any case, those already spawned blazes, you should have seen the mess. So my last plan was garbage because we're not getting enough Black Lotus. The bottleneck in Botania is terrasteel, and I thought I'd come to our emerald world because there are a lot of fluid cows and molten terrasteel cow. I should have done this. Okay, so I hooked him up to a rancher, but the rancher does not detect that if the guy is ready for milking, so I have to do it manually, but this is 2 buckets. It gives you more than 1 ingot. I'm very surprised. We only need 1 in order to get the Alfheim portal, and after that we need another 1 in order to fight the Guardian of Gaia. Ha ha ha. Now that we have access to terrasteel, life is great because now we can make the Alfheim gateway. Like so. And then I'm going to need 3 shimmering, I think they're called glimmering, living wood. That's basically it. Yeah, and the other 6 are for the other pylons. So pylon, yeah, we need 2 of these, which requires 3 more nuggets. Yes, that is great. So let me set the portal up and I'll be right back. Alright guys, this is the Alfheim portal. It's not a portal that you can walk through it, it's just a gateway that you can throw stuff and trade with the elves. So, the glimmering ones go in the center, it's just a 3x3 portal, the gateway goes here. You need 2 mana pools full of mana, well not full of mana, at least halfway through, around it within 12 blocks, as well as 2 Naturo pylons. You cannot drop a Black Lotus inside a mana pool without having a little bit of mana in it. So I brought a mana tablet and we have a little bit of mana here, and we also add it here. And then we can drop our Black Lotus. So I have a few of them left, maybe a little bit more, yeah. And you. Yeah, we have more here, so that's good. Great, and now if I put the pylons here and here, we would be able to activate it using our Wand of the Forest. We just right click. Aha, we have the portal. That is lovely. So the first thing that you should do normally is to drop your Lexica Botania and get the upgraded one. Where did it go? Did I get it? You just ate my... Okay. 3rd time's the charm. This is buggy. At least, will you give me pixie dust? Yes. Okay. If you don't give me the book, that's still fine. I memorized everything, so we don't need the book. We just need pixie dust and elementium. And we can make Gaia pylons. 4 of them. We also need a beacon. And give me a beacon. Thank you. And some iron. Yeah, that's... no, we need more. Okay. Can I make some antidote charms? Fermented spider eye has an EMC. Oh, we have a mushroom. Okay. Thank you. Give me 1,000,000. Okay, so we're going to need a beacon. It's just a 3x3 one, nothing very special. And I just remembered we need the Lexica Botania because I forgot what's the distance. Maybe it's 4 blocks? Okay, so it was 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it was 3 blocks distance and it told me that the multi-block structure is complete. And now we insert 1 terrasteel inside and we get the Guardian of Gaia. I love him. I missed him. Okay, so we died. I needed some bottles or I don't know, apples or potions or... Yeah, I was excited, sorry. Okay, so this time I have Supremium Apple and these will give me a gazillion buffs for 2 minutes. So I should be able to handle that. There's a head. Oh, that's my head. Maybe I should finish this one first. Okay, so the guy is dead and we have Gaia spirits. Great, so now we can summon the other guy. Maybe I should not waste it. Can I make a rod of unstable reservoir? Needs brimwood. Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so that was the Guardian of Gaia 1 and now we're going to fight the Guardian of Gaia number 2. For that we're going to need a Gaia Spirit, which you make it by combining Gaia Spirits with terrasteel ingots and you get this one. This boss is much more difficult. This is why I made a Rod of the Unstable Reservoir, so when he spawns other mobs I can kill them from a distance and life will be easier. He will also give us the Dice of Fate and we might get the Ring of Odin. Life will be great. Okay, so FYI, I'm not doing this fight ever again. That was miserable. I think this armor is garbage. It gives me extra knockback, so when he punches me, I just fall more. So what did... Okay. No Ring of Odin, I guess. Alright guys, it's also time to wrap up the episode. We finally managed to fight the Guardian of Gaia and get a few Gaia spirits. It's not going to be enough, but we'll fight him more in the next episode when we get the Sword of the Cosmos. We will get the Infinity Catalyst next episode. That's a promise. I'll do whatever I can and we'll make it next episode and life will be great because we just kill everything with one hit. Oh, I can't imagine that life. Anyway, so thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one. Bye bye.